Alrighty, everybody, welcome to Casual Sports Talk Podcast, Week 5 NFL Stocks Edition. And now we got a gentleman right over here who's happy that Flacco fever is now going to the Bengals. Here's Chris.
Honestly, Stuart, as a non-biased podcaster or what have you, I don't mind it at all. Because I have Jamar Chase in several of my fantasy football leagues. So if Flacco and Chase could hook up, that'd be amazing. But I mean, Flacco wasn't doing. I read somewhere online today that why do teams still like Flacco? He was on the Colts last year, Browns again. Now the Bengals trade for him. Why do teams think he's like this elite quarterback? I know he has multiple Super Bowl rings, but it's like he might be out of his prime, out of his he should be doing this anymore. Time to retire.
Yeah, it's time for retire, dude. And now we got a gentleman right over here who's happy just like I am because the Eagles are frauds. Here's Douglas.
Stu, you drive me crazy with your language, my guy. They're not frauds. They're not frauds. Because if they're frauds, then the Chiefs are beyond frauds, okay? Let's start there.
Eagles are frauds.
The Chiefs are frauds too, Stu. The Chiefs are frauds. The Eagles are frauds. The Lions are the best team in the NFL. It's all clear right here.
Yes, indeed. But gentlemen, we got to talk about what is your thoughts on Week 5 before we get on our stocks? What's your thoughts about this so far?
One of the craziest weeks of the NFL so far. It was
turned out to be a crazy week.
Yeah, crazy week. Yeah, I agree 100%. Yeah, it was a very interesting week.
Yeah.
Interesting in that one. I mean, there's a lot of upset, surprisingly.
I think I missed on all of my stock options.
I got one right and one wrong on this one.
Yeah, unfortunately for me, the Cardinals decided to have one of the biggest meltdowns I've seen in a while.
Oh my God! Don't get me started when we get to the Cardinals. We're gonna do a segment once we get to the Cardinals. But gentlemen, we're gonna start out with the first Thursday night football game. The San Francisco 49ers beating on those LA Rams. They rammed it to a disappointment, 23-26, by a field goal at the end of the game in overtime. It was a beautiful game if you're a 49ers fan. Rammies,
All I can say about this game is wow. I mean, 49ers without Juwan Jennings, without Kittle, who's been out a few weeks, without Brock Purdy. So it was the Rams game to lose, and they lost it. So what did we give them last week, Stu?
Last week we gave the Rams. So you and me, Christopher, gave them 6s. Douglas was the only optimistic one and gave him a 7.
Oh man!
Ooh, so this is interesting.
Like I said last week, we need to start paying attention to like stock wise how they're playing, not how we project them to do.
Yeah. If every week should be a fresh look.
It should be a fresh look indeed in this one, but
I mean, not fresh because you're not going to say Coca-Cola as their stock is a fresh look. Start at 0. Yeah, I'd definitely buy Coca-Cola at 0 or 1 penny.
Yeah. Penny stocks indeed by some of these, but they're definitely not a penny stock. The LA Rams. I gave them a 6. I still feel like they're still in that 6 range. They went to overtime, to be fair, and I do feel like this Rams team can still bounce back after the ugly loss. I mean, compared to the other people in this division, let's be honest, they look kind of atrocious. Cardinals, Seahawks, but
the Seahawks didn't look atrocious. That was one of the best games I've watched all season, Stu. They looked great. They just had a bad turnover at the end.
Yeah, that's just a bad turnover at the end. I'm just saying. So right now, I'm going to give.
What are you saying? I'm confused. You just said they're atrocious. They had one bad play on a game, 35-35 game.
Okay, fine. It's Hypocrite Stew this week on Casual Sports Talk.
All right,
honestly, cool. The Rams look good, sir. You said you and I gave them a 6, Doug gave them a 7. They lost the game, man, but they played amazingly. I mean, I can't really zoom down to a 5 because I still believe the Rams will make the playoffs. Keep them at a 6.
That's what I feel like.
Man, I think y'all nailed it. I mean, I am concerned, though, because, I mean, at home, I mean, I am concerned, though, because, I mean, at home with how hurt the 49ers were, but, like, maybe this is just more of how good of a coach Kyle Shanahan is. Who knows? But I'll say it a 6, or I'll bump him down to a 6.
Indeed. We got triple sixes right here in this one. And now we got the San Francisco 49ers, who are injured to all hell. And how are they still winning games? How are they in the lead in this division?
Yeah, and they've won a lot of division games, too. That's the really nice part for them is I think they beat the Seahawks. They beat the Cardinals, Seahawks, and Rams already. So they're 3-0 in the division, and they're 4-1. Like, they're truly in the driver's seat.
I knew they had like a soft schedule, but to be 4-1 and to have Brock Purdy out, and we got what? Mac Jones?
I mean, it just shows how great of a player Christian McCaffrey is and always will be.
So we will say for last week when we gave the 49ers, we all gave them triple sixes.
Oh man, that's a safe bet. Keep them at a 6. I mean, this win, it was a divisional. It was a divisional win, right? Yeah, against the Rams. Yeah, so they're top of the division at 4-1. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh yeah, keep them at a 6.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, and I don't know what it is because I mean they keep winning, but like they're kind of like they feel like the Eagles, where it's like they don't feel like dominant wins. Like it still feels like, is this team truly like, are they like the Chiefs last year where they just know how to get it done? Is it luck? Like they've had a couple of walk-off kicks and like nice plays, but I don't know. I don't know if they would win in the playoffs, but they could. I mean, they obviously have been to 2 Super Bowls in the last like 6 years or whatever. So, but I'm going to go with the 6 for now.
Indeed. And I feel like the same way. I feel like this is still a 6 team. I still feel like this could win a division, but hear me out, Douglas. Do they got Lions last year injury upside? You know what I mean? Where they're going to make it to that postseason and they keep winning and winning and winning, and then the injuries are going to catch up to them?
Well, I mean, and that's the thing is like that's why it's just so concerning because I mean you need a Bosa in the playoffs to truly make damage. Like it's like last year Hutchinson injury finally caught up to us, and obviously all the other injuries, but like maybe the offense can carry them, but it's kind of hard to imagine them unless Christian McCaffrey, maybe he can do it, but I don't see them winning the playoff game personally.
No, that's why I pretty much gave them the 6 for right now. They're looking good. But they're giving me a lot of I'm just like a little bit concerned about those injuries. Like Bosa's out for the year. You got a bunch of players gone for the year.
A bunch? No, it's only. I mean, Juwan Jennings will be back. Brock Purdy, I think he's gonna be starting this upcoming week. They'll be back.
Yeah, but they're still like
these stocks are how they're currently doing, and they were able to win that game with 3 core starters. So good job for the Niners.
It was a heck of a win.
It's a heck of a win indeed.
Do we have a quarterback controversy, Stu? What do you think? Is Mac Jones the guy?
No, I think they'll still keep Purdy.
You don't give Purdy that. They just give Purdy a $50 million a year to bench him.
I mean, Mac Jones is definitely going to get a starting gig. Don't get me wrong. I think he'll get a starting gig in none of these like garbage organizations, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Next up, we got to talk about your Brownies.
Let's go.
Coming close in the theater in London, but losing 21-17. And I guess we'll talk about the elephant in the room. And we'll talk about it.
Being traded to the Bengals.
Yes. So Flacco got benched last week. And now there'll be no more Flacco. You will not have Flacco fever right now, Christopher.
So, I mean, the Browns suck completely. We all know that.
Yes.
But I'm excited now because it was weird that we had Dylan Gabriel as our starter. After this past Sunday's loss to the Vikings, 21-17, we had Dylan Gabriel as our starter ending the game. And then our coach announced that Joe Flacco would be the backup. And then Shedeur Sanders would be the QB3. I mean, the Browns, they need to rebuild. They need to know what they're doing. But having a 40-year-old quarterback, whatever his age is, 41, 40, 39, he shouldn't be QB2. It should be Shedeur Sanders. Let's develop these 2 gentlemen Dylan Gabriel, Shador Sanders, and so I'm glad. I don't say I'm glad that Flacco's out, but he wasn't really. Flacco's not what he was 2 years ago, or was it 2 or 3 years ago when he last?
Oh yeah, 2 years ago when they did really well, when he got comeback of the year.
He's not what he used to be 2 years ago. So we need to hype off the Flacco train. We're no longer wacko for Flacco. We got Dylan Gabriel. We got Shador Sanders. Let's have these two gentlemen like quarterbacks go at it, and let's see if we could actually build our franchise off one of these two guys. I'm sorry, Stuart. Let's still flag back to the answer. What did we give him last year? Last week,
I should say last year we gave him a 2s, but this year, last week we all gave him 2s. So are they the Colossal 1?
Oh man, I mean, no, keep him at a 2.
Yeah. No, I mean, same for me. 2 is good. I mean, they still have an elite defense, and like they were in this game. I mean, the Vikings scored a late touchdown to take it, but it was another competitive game. I was just reading earlier. I mean, the Browns probably should be 3-2. I mean, they're just, if they knew how to end games, they'd be 3-2, and we'd be talking about them. Potentially when they're sitting at 3-2, they're a division contender. I mean, that division feels a little bit weaker than we all thought it would feel. So
exactly.
Who would have thought that, my joke, we're not talking about the Steelers, but who would have thought this is like the Mario Party meme or the GIF where like Luigi does nothing and like every other team of the AFC North just like collapses and fails.
I mean, that's pretty much what's going on right now because the Steelers are at the top, and
Yeah.
the other three are really not doing well at all.
Not doing well at all. Who would have thought the Steelers are going to do well with Aaron Rodgers? But this team is a 2. I don't think they're the Colossal 1, in my opinion. I think, in my opinion, the Colossal 1s are the teams that are atrocious, not having any winning games, Jets, and are losing badly. Or losing badly to badly teams. And I don't think the Browns, as much as I like to call them the Cleveland Clowns, they have at least been competitive.
And like Doug said, one of the best defenses in the league. I'm not saying the best, but one of the best defenses in the league. Myles Garrett, we've been shutting teams down, but yeah, it's our offense that is not executing. So,
yeah.
Indeed, in this one. And now we got to talk about the Minnesota disappointing Vikings, who
they just won.
They still won, but they're still kind of mid. Let's be honest. Last week we all 5s.
5s. All right.
But Minnesota is now 3-2 right now.
Yeah.
Tough division, though. Tough division.
It's a tough division.
I mean,
how long until Joe Burrow is going to be back, gentlemen?
Well, I don't know. They don't have Joe Burrow.
I mean, not Joe Burrow. JJ McCarthy.
Okay.
I mean, he should be. He's week to week. He should be back any moment. I mean, I have a hard time giving this team a 6 just because, like, I don't know they have the quarterback play to really push them anywhere. I mean, they won. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I don't have confidence in this team personally. So I'm gonna stick with the 5 until we see if they can kind of get a little bit more on a roll.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. 4.
No, 5. You give him a 5.
Yeah, I'm staying at a 5.
Okay, you're staying at a 5 for now? Okay.
Yeah, but make sure you give him a 5, though.
Yeah, sorry.
It's all right.
Sorry, I just have a little bit of
Sorry, a little technical difficulties here on the Casual Sports Talk podcast.
Yeah.
That's all right. There are 4 of my hurt.
There you go.
There's 2.
I mean, honestly, Doug, I was going to agree with you. Like the Vikings, like we talked about last week, we need to start like announcing these teams how they're playing, and they did not move up because what Stuart said, we all gave them a 5 last week. They're not moving up by beating the Browns 21-17, a game that they potentially could have lost. So keep the Vikings at a 5 for me as well.
Yes. So you're keeping them at 5 as well. I definitely do feel like that this team, in my opinion, is still kind of mid. Like Carson Wentz is still kind of mid. JJ, I hate to say it. I know he's been like only playing a couple games. He has not been playing well. So when he comes back,
he's from Michigan. You love to say that he's not doing
well. He's playing well. I would give it. I give credit to Tom Brady.
Stu, we have. I mean, we were honest about this last time. He had one good quarter. Like, that's literally it. Like, he had one good quarter out of 8. So it's like, it's not a slight to say that he hasn't been good.
Yeah. So I just kind of feel like, I'm not really like, I feel like the criticism of JJ at Michigan, where I feel like it wasn't JJ that won the national championship. It was more the team around him won the national championship.
Dude, Michigan says the team. We're all about the team.
You're all about the team indeed in this one. And now we got another team. We got the best team that is now a colossal butt fumbles. I don't know, it's more a butt fumble. This team, or Mark Sanchez.
Oh, sir, wait, are you making a slate on what just recently happened with Mark Sanchez in the city of Indianapolis?
Oh man,
that's rough. I read the article. Man, holy moly, guacamole! That's an interesting thing for that to happen.
And I thought that was going to be the last thing that Mark Sanchez is going to be remembered for.
Well, I mean, the fact that at first it was he got stabbed, and then all of a sudden it just kept like, oh, now he's being charged. Like, how did he get stabbed and get charged? And like, now it's a felony. And you're like, what did he do?
Yeah, so like, I read that
he got drunk and got mad at like one of like the sanitation workers at midnight.
Yeah, he was in the back alley of a restaurant, and then there was a garbage truck picking up trash. He got mad at the person picking up trash and tried stealing the trash truck. And I was like, holy! And then like something happened where like Mark got stabbed. Mark almost tried killing the guy. Woo! So that's a good analogy or simile for the New York Jets right now.
Gentlemen, speaking of the ops of the New York Jets, as you were saying that, the New York Yankees, Mr. Judge, just hit a 3-run homer off the foul pole. It was epic. It was about 100 feet off the ground. And what?
Is the score 8-7?
No, it's 6-6.
Oh, they tied it. For some reason, I thought it was like 8-3. Wow, nice.
No, yeah, the New York came all the way back, and it was a sweet home run too. It was one that Judge sat there and stared at, and the whole stadium just like watched it clink right off the foul pole. It was a heck of a hit.
But anyway, we got to talk about these butt fumbled Jets right now, who last week you two gave them 2s, and I have been consistent
with a 1
with the Jets, giving them 1s since preseason. Christopher, please give them a 1.
I mean, it's easy. They're the worst team in football right now, record-wise. They're playing like a garbage team. Don't want to use any extracurricular vocabulary. Garbage time, Jets, give them 1.
Yes, dude, this will destroy my stocks, but I have to do it. I mean, they're the first team in NFL history with 0 turnovers to be 0-5 through the first 5 games.
Wow!
And it's not a good stat. They're not a good team.
They're not a good team. I'm just wanted to say, remember in preseason, I want an apology from you, Douglas and Christopher, when you said, wow, how dare you guys give the Jets a 1 preseason? You are being so mean. This team is so much better. Blah, 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 blah.
I mean, the Jets, real quick before hopping on the other team, Jets have Breece Hall. They have Garrett Wilson. Justin Fields could be here or there, quarterback. They have the tools, but they're just not. So maybe it comes down to the coaching.
They theoretically have defensive pieces. Like the fact they have 0 turnovers, when I think they have Quinnen Williams, their defensive tackle. They have Sauce Gardner. Like they have big names. They're just not doing anything. Like right. I don't know. I
mean, what are you gonna do when you got nobody? I mean, I just gotta say, I've been consistent with the Jets. I think this is the worst team in the NFL. They deserve a 1. This organization.
I mean, they're not. The Titans won a game.
Titans won a game.
The Saints have not won a game though.
No, the Saints won a game. They won against Chicago.
Yeah,
they won against the Giants.
They won anymore.
Oh, the Saints won too. Oh my gosh! Yeah, you're right.
The Jets are the only team in the NFL. All right. So
I'm too casual, Stu. My apologies. I forgot.
Yes. Okay. So I will say this, gentlemen.
Cowboys.
Every other team cannot go undefeated this year, but there's one team that can have the other immortality, and your teams have something in common.
Not the Cowboys.
0-17.
Yes, dude. Sorry, the Cowboys weren't cool enough. They had to win 1 or 2 games that 1 year.
Boo! 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 How dare you? How dare you be mean to my boys right now.
You guys aren't immortal now, Stu. The Browns and Lions, we're immortal forever. We're the worst of the worst.
Boo, 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 indeed. But are the Jets going to go 0-17?
No.
Nah.
Will they win? How many games will they win?
They'll win probably 2. They play the Panthers. They do play the Browns.
Lost.
They play the Patriots. Patriots are looking legit.
Patriots are looking a lot better. So
they do play the Saints, though, so they could win 3.
They could win 3. They'll be lucky if they get 3 right there. But
yeah, anyways.
But I will say, for me,
Cowboys.
Last week we all gave them 3s. And this was the greatest game ever. This was the best game ever. I honestly will say, even though the scoreboard was 37-22, the Cowboys were dominating this game.
I don't know. It looks like they scored a Hail Mary at the end there, right? They didn't dominate. It's not possible.
All right, sir, calm down. The Cowboys did not win the Super Bowl just yet.
Winning the Super Bowl.
Not the greatest win of all
We
time.
literally beat
Cowboys
the
are
Jets.
2-1, Stu.
Yes.
How dare you? And it's facts. We are going to the Super Bowl.
So you got to make the playoffs first.
Yeah.
What?
You guys need to win at least like 5 games in a row to like get a winning record.
How dare you? Why you gotta? Why with my new mic? Why you gotta be trolling on my boys?
Well, so you have to make fun of both of our teams.
We're being
all right,
realistic here, Stuart. We're being realistic. If the Lions were sucking, just like the Cowboys are currently still sucking, Doug would be real about it. If the Browns still suck, I'm being real about it. Come on, Stu.
Yeah, that's the difference between like Midwest fans and like the Cowboys fans. Like every year, it's like kind of like the University of Texas, Stu. How many times do we hear that's their year for it not to be their year? You can't say it every year and it never be your year. Then it's just what's wrong with the state of Texas, Stu? Why can't they win football games?
Why do you got?
I thought Texas was the best at football, Stu. What's going on down there?
Why you gotta do this? Why you gotta troll? We're supposed to be an NFL podcast. You gotta troll my Longhorns being in Florida.
All right,
yeah,
so maybe
we're
not being casual enough about it. Maybe we're not.
How dare you all? But anyway, last week we all gave America's team 3s.
Oh, easy.
Hear me out.
Not America's team, Stuart.
Hear me out.
We don't agree upon that language that we're using for the Dallas Cowboys.
Hear me out.
If you put anything higher than a 4, I'm calling bias, just so you know. Before you even say a number. Yeah. If you try to go with a 5, I'm going to say BS.
Okay, I'll just be nice. Okay, here's what I'm going to say. I'm trying to get the bias out of it.
Stu's already going at a 5 or 6 right now. You can tell.
A 10. No, I honestly do think they played a really good game. I think this is honestly going – Dak is actually playing amazing. I would probably honestly say this is kind of reminding me of 2-year-old Dak Prescott right now, where they were like really like connecting and everything right there.
All right, give us your number.
But I'll give them the 4. I think they had a good game.
Wow.
Respect.
Stuart is being very humble.
I love it too.
I do feel like this team is doing really well, and I honestly do feel like they could get into that 8 and 9. I think they could have some potential. I know the defense is atrocious. We do got to play against the Panthers next week, but I honestly think they're doing a lot better right now.
All right, real quick, I'll give them a 4 as well. They go from a 3 to a 4. It's a tough division, if not one of the toughest divisions in the National Football League. So, give them a 4.
It does look like the Commanders are back. The Eagles are still there, so it is tough.
Yeah,
Dak is playing at an MVP level, but I mean, here's the problem. And granted, this is just me being a biased Lions fan. Is like, I don't think that you guys have the defense to stop like really much though. And like, it's like you're right. It is just like the Bengals last year, where it's like you might stay around because you're going to score points, but they're not going to get enough stops to make the playoffs. So I'm gonna go with a 4.
Oh my goodness! I thought you were gonna put it in the 3. I would have been fighting words. I'm like, we literally beat
won. Like they're not gonna.
But Stu, you could make a case for a 3 because there's lots of teams that say, "Oh, we beat the worst team in the league. Who cares? Who cares? They beat a trash team." I've heard you do it for not moving up the Eagles. I've seen you do that exact same argument when a team dominates and they're like, no, they were the worst team in the NFL," which you just said the Jets are the worst team in the NFL.
Speaking of Eagles, should we talk about the Eagles? Or
so why are we even rewarding them, Stu, for beating the worst team in the NFL? They should have won by 40.
We won a game. We won decisively. We won by 15 points.
Yeah, not enough,
All
Stu.
right,
not
calm
enough.
down now before I get.
I feel like I would give credit if they were winning at least a decent amount of points. If this was like against the Giants and they barely beat the Jets, yeah, I would keep them at a 3. To be fair.
But you guys barely beat the Giants in overtime.
But still, a win is a win.
At home.
A win's a win. Just saying.
Oh, okay. I thought you just said, okay, whatever. I'm going to quit.
How dare you all? And speaking of teams that are pretty atrocious, we got to talk about the Giants losing to the Saints 14-26.
So wait, the Saints were 0-4 and the Giants were 1-3 coming in this game?
Yes.
Like the worst of the worst.
It's the battle of the tank bowls. We forget getting the tanks in Chicago. Forget putting the National Guard. We need to put the National Guard in New Orleans Saints because this team's atrocious. Bring out the tanks, baby.
The Saints just won. Oh yeah, they might be rioting for a win. You're right,
yes.
Stuart.
So we got to talk about.
I think we gave the Giants like a 3 last week, right?
No, we gave the Giants. I should say, last week we gave Giants all 2s.
Oh man, and yeah, I would love to give them a 1, but we already gave that to the Jets.
We gave 2 1s. To be fair.
Ooh.
Yeah, give them a 1, dude. That was terrible. Like we were riding high, well, not riding high on them last week, but I think they bumped up from a 1 to a 2 last week, and man, that really showed their colors. When you play the 0-4 Saints, give the Saints their first loss of the or first win of the season. Ugh. All right, sorry.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, and it's also because the Titans and the Saints both won. And it's like, so this team just lost the Tank Bowl. They look like probably one of the worst teams. Like, I think the Chargers loss was more about the Chargers just not being good without their best running backs and without Joe Alt. So I'm at a 1.
Sweet. Thank goodness. Thank goodness we live in a world where I agree with this. This team's atrocious. Honestly, I know Jackson Dart played really bad. And now I got to think now, who's worse, Russell Wilson or Jackson Dart now?
Who starts for the Saints? Who's worse?
Spencer Rattler's the starter.
Oh, gosh, man. Jackson Dart or who'd you say, Russell Wilson?
Or Russell Wilson. Who's a worse quarterback right now?
Clearly.
I mean, I think either way, with this bad of a team, you let the rookie go and get experience. Like, Russ is washed. Like, there's no point in starting a veteran quarterback. Like, that's why the Browns just got rid of Flacco. It's like, we don't need these 40-year-old quarterbacks on a not good team. Let the young guys develop for the future.
I was saying the same thing. Like, I'm pretty sure Russell Wilson's like 2 years younger than Flacco, but pretty much the same concept, just like Doug mentioned. Like what do these guys have? Get someone younger who could develop. And so.
Yeah, indeed in this one. And now, can you believe it? The Saints are marching in. We have given Saints ones, and multiple ones for weeks and weeks and weeks. Finally, they won a game against against an atrocious Giants team.
Is this the week that Doug and I didn't put 20 Saints stocks in? Or Doug,
yes.
I don't know, but all right, Doug. Yeah. I want to see your number here for us for the Saints.
Yes, last week we all gave them 1. So
I mean, I think it's just a simple bump up to a 2. They just take the Giants spot. Like, this still is not a good team. Potentially still the worst team in the NFL, but they won a home game against another terrible team. So they can have their 2. They earned it.
Yes, they can have their 2 indeed. I'm going to give them a 2. And also spit random thoughts about the Cowboys. How do you feel about Jerry Jones flipping the Jets fans at the game?
He was fined $250,000. I saw that.
Did you see that he then tried to say that he slipped? Oh no! I can't believe. No! I was celebrating with the Cowboys fans. I promise.
No.
Oh, Bob just flipped off the camera.
That's where this one just came out.
What a lame excuse.
California, dude, but somehow it's the middle.
Yeah.
But anyway, we should talk about the States.
Yeah, sorry guys, go back. Keep me at the actually no, not keep me, but yeah, Saints from a 1 to a 2. So whoever had Saints stock this week, let's go.
Let's bump it up, baby. I mean, granted, this team is probably atrocious. We'll probably write. We are definitely going to write their eulogy pretty much in December. First week in December, 100%. And now we got the Raiders, who was missing in the game, including Mark Sanchez instead of Mark Sanchez.
Wait, what? Mark Sanchez of the Raiders? What?
No, Mark Sanchez was supposed to announce this game before the whole bad incident.
Oh, he was supposed to announce it.
Yes, that's why you got to
Indianapolis. I'm like, what's Mark Sanchez doing in Indianapolis?
He was announcing this game.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
That is literally going to be the only thing that's going to be remembered about this game was, oh yeah, Mark Sanchez was supposed to announce this game.
Well, still, I'm also going to remember that the Raiders lost by 37 points.
Yeah,
so I mean,
34. They lost 40-6.
Yeah, I don't know what I gave them last week, Stu, but I'll lead off with a 2. Just make it easy. I don't like that was atrocious. I don't care that you didn't have Brock Bowers. Like you're trash.
Sure, what did we give them last week?
I believe last week we gave the Raiders the greatest team, all 2s. Oh God.
All right,
you might hate me to think about it.
Easy.
I'm kind of contemplating. Should I give them the 1?
Oh, we already yeah, sir. You can do it.
We are 4-1.
We gave 2 other teams a 1, though.
We gave 2 other teams a 1, but
well, I mean, to be fair, the Colts might be really, really good. Like the Colts are just seem like they're really, really good.
It's crazy.
Are the Raiders really, really bad? Also,
who'd the Raiders beat? They have win. Who'd they beat?
So the Raiders have so far had gotten one Uno win. So let me look at their full schedule of who did the Raiders beat.
I'll find out real quick.
All right, so they beat the Patriots.
Yeah, they beat week 1 20-13.
And then lost 11 to the Chargers, lost 17 to the Commanders, lost a game against the
So, Stuart, what are you giving the Raiders here? What do you think?
Okay, I'll give them the 2 because they got one bad blowout game.
I mean, and those are all good teams too. It's like that they lost to, and they beat the Patriots. Like their schedule's been tough.
Yeah, this schedule's been tough.
I agree. For me as well. I agree with you, gentlemen, for sure.
So you feeling the 2 right now?
I mean, they're not as bad as the Jets, not as bad as the Giants currently. So, I mean, plus the Raiders have Alshon Jeffrey, who's been showing up the last two or 3 weeks in the league, meaning fantasy football. So, yeah, Raiders are not as bad as we think they are.
All right, we'll give the Raiders and can you believe it? The Indianapolis Colts curb stomped probably the biggest blowout of this season's NFL right now. I mean, for this game.
Honestly, if we had the Colts at a 5 last week, we probably might have 6.
No, we actually have the Colts. I'm the only one that gave them a 6. You gentlemen gave them 7s.
Wow. I mean, that's not really – I'm not really going too far from that. I'm not really moving weird. Yeah, keep them at a 7.
No, I agree, man. They look fantastic. And, like, Daniel Jones is playing good. The defense is playing good. Back. Jonathan Taylor's back. Like, they're built in a way that's definitely dangerous in the playoffs, too. So, I really like a 7.
You're giving the 7 oh, that's a good question. Do I give them the 7? I mean, they are in the lead in the division, to be fair.
So, what'd you give them last week? Probably a 6?
Last week, I gave them a 6.
It's easy. Well, your own opinion, I'll respect it, but it sounds a clear winner.
I think Daniel Jones is the comeback. I think, honestly, if, like, let's just say, as the Colts make it, as long as they don't have a collapse, I think definitely Daniel Jones might get comeback player of the year.
Ooh. Wow.
I mean, who'd you pick right now?
Over Aiden Hutchinson? I respect it.
Yeah, but Hutchinson was good. Let's put it this way. Hutchinson was good even with before the injury, to be fair. But did anyone think Daniel Jones was going to be a good quarterback?
So comeback player of the year means like he could have a shitty. I guess that could fall into the.
I feel like that's why I want to pick my comeback.
But he had a shit ass season the year prior. moves to a different team and goes off, yeah, I can see that being a comeback player of the year, possibly. Wow.
Yes.
Right.
Like, I honestly think it's going to be Daniel Jones. And,
just like Saquon Stu, he had to get out of there. He had to get out of New York.
oh, my God. It is so hilarious to think that the New York Giants has had Saquon Barkley win a Super Bowl ring and Daniel Jones be 4-1.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Who would have thought this world?
Yeah, or wow. It's crazy.
Wow, dude.
Do you remember when Giants fans were saying it's Daniel Jones' fault that this team is atrocious?
I remember you saying that on repeated podcast over
I
years.
said You can just, you just have the Jones is atrocious.
Jordan over here.
I mean, you've been talking smack on Daniel Jones for about a decade, Stu, and the man's been in the league like 4 years.
He got drafted in 2018. Let's put it that way. I would still.
Dude's hatred for Daniel Jones is about as deep as mine for the Cowboys.
Boo.
I agree with Doug right there.
But
No one
think they could win a playoff game.
I don't like the Cowboys, but I'm more leaning towards a Daniel Jones fan than I am a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Mm-hmm.
All right, indeed, in this one. And we got the Miami Dolphins having another loss against the Carolina Panthers, 24-27. This game was atrocious. So last week we gave the Dolphins all twos.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that's fair. That's what I'm still at.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the 2 for right now. This team is not good. Like, how long until Zach Wilson's going to start?
I don't think Tua is the problem, Stu. That's the thing. I don't think it's a Tua problem. I mean, he's not good, but I feel like it's like a whole culture thing. Personally, like I think it's deeper than quarterback.
And I feel
I do think, Stu. I think that they need a coaching change. Like I was kind of soft on the firing of Mike McDaniel, and every week I see it, I'm like, I think this dude's kind of got to go. I think this is a team that if you got an interim head coach, you might spark something.
Like, I should always ask this: who is going to get fired this season? Mike McDaniel or the Giants coach?
So I don't know. Pete Carroll maybe is in there.
But
I know last year we had a strong inkling for the coaches that were going to get fired. That's why we had a bet on it. But like, I feel like the coaches now, they need to show up this year or they will be fired next year. I don't think there's any mid-season firings just yet.
I mean, if it's like 3 years of being atrocious, if you're the Giants, then
I mean, I will say I think the Giants coach gets a little bit more leeway starting Jackson Dart and Scatterbo, where I think for Mike McDaniel, I think this is like the end of his rope where it's like we were like a solid playoff team to like every year getting worse. Like when you go from like a solid playoff team to whatever the heck this team is and missing the playoffs last year, like this dude's seat's on fire where the Giants have always been bad. And now it's like at least you have like some hope with if he develops like Jackson Dart a little bit, they'll give him some room.
So, yeah, I'm going to give them the 2 for right now. So,
and I agree with you guys. Give them a 2 as well. I mean, they're not a 1, but they're on the same level pretty much as the Browns. They'd be a good matchup, Browns versus Dolphins. But I agree with it 2 for sure.
Yeah, who would have thought after – I know, like, it's kind of funny. Like, I knew Tree was going to say, yeah, the Dolphins were going to be bad. But I don't think anyone thought the Dolphins were going to be this bad. This is probably the biggest surprise right now.
I mean, the Ravens would beg to differ.
Oh, yeah.
The Ravens are going to say, hold my beer right now.
Great statement. Most disappointing team in the NFL right now.
Yeah, not even close.
Yeah, they are the most disappointing team.
The most disappointing team in the NFL right now. Anyway, we'll start with you, Douglas. So the Carolina Panthers they've been winning games. I'll give them credit. They are now 2-3.
Not bad. Not bad.
We gave them 3s. You're the only one that gave them a 4.
I mean, I'm sticking there. I mean, they don't feel any higher than a 4. I mean, you're not getting rewarded for me for beating up a Miami team that's this bad.
Yeah, I hate to say it. I think I'm going to give them the 3 for right now. I know you might disagree, Douglas, but hear me out. If
I don't have strong opinions on the Panthers.
If the Panthers
Hear them out here.
were like curb stomping the Dolphins,
All right.
they were winning games a little bit better, okay, I might give them up to the 4. But it's like, should I give you credit because you're like you barely beat like a garbage Dolphins team?
I like it, Stu, and then I make sure that the Cowboys could move up. I'm here for it. Respect.
Hey, I will be respectful. If a team beats up on bad teams, I might
Stuart, all right, sorry to interrupt you, but the Panthers are playing
the Cowboys.
Yeah, next week at home against the Cowboys. If they can beat the Cowboys, I'll bump up to a 4. But yeah, I agree with you, Stuart. 3 right now. They're just
And I feel like Bryce Young's been like it's been like a max quarterback.
These past 2 or 3 years, we've been doing this. Short quarterbacks don't muster to anything. So,
who's the bigger disappointment, Kyler or Bryce Young?
I'm going Kyler.
Yeah, bigger disappointment. Yeah, Kyler Murray for sure.
Yeah, because I feel like he had weapons. Bryce Young did not have weapons.
Since Kyler's been a quarterback, or since Bryce Young's been a quarterback, have either of them gone to the playoffs?
No, Kyler's been
they gone? Yeah, he's been to the playoffs.
So Kyler's been in the playoffs. Right,
I mean, Kyler also has been in the league, I think, 2 or 3, like twice as long.
Yeah, he's been there since 2019.
Longer. Ooh.
Yeah, he's been there since 2019.
Like at this point, Kyler, I don't know. Sorry.
To make it even, is Bryce Young going to make it to the playoffs within the next 2 years to make it even?
Not with this team. And honestly,
I wouldn't be surprised if they made it next year. Like I don't think this year they are, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a next year jump.
But I think we'll have to say this, gentlemen. Who has the worst organization right now? Is it the
Browns?
No.
Oh, Cowboys.
Maybe Jamie Haslam, the Jets ownership, or Jake Tepper for the Carolina Panthers.
Browns.
I don't know.
Sir, if you lived in Cleveland, you actually saw what was going on with this franchise, you would be like, wow, the Haslams are truly that type of owner to just let this franchise do what it's doing unsuccessfully.
But I would argue with Jake Tepper. 2 years ago, when literally there was a restaurant that literally said, don't let the owner pick for the draft, and literally in a limousine, he went to that restaurant and argued with the waiters. Granted, it might have been a joke, but it's still bad.
Oh, he probably tipped them amazingly.
No, he literally took the guy's hat.
Oh, all right, never mind. All right.
Yes, got pissed.
Panthers are 3.
Threatening a restaurant.
Sorry, I'm trying to move on.
Would the Haslams do that at a Cleveland restaurant?
I don't think the Haslams ever go to any Cleveland restaurants. They probably go back down to Florida or somewhere on a coast where there's ocean water. They're not eating at Cleveland restaurants. Anyway, back to what we're talking about here. Who's next on the list?
Who's next? We got the fraudulent Eagles right now. Let's go. And can I sing?
Wait, Stu, are you talking about the 4-1 defending Super Bowl champs? Is that what you're talking about?
Come on, Stu.
No. I just wanted to sing my new favorite song. It is the beautiful song 2117. It is called, I'm going to sing it. The Eagles are frauds. The Eagles are frauds. The fraudulent Eagles. They lost to a Broncos team because
the Broncos aren't a bad team, Stu. The Broncos are a playoff team last year. The Jets weren't, but you're out here celebrating beating a team that didn't make the playoffs. The Eagles are out here beating the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City. They're out here beating good teams, Stu.
Frauds.
What's up with this hate for the city of brotherly love? Do you not have brotherly love, Stu?
No, they have brotherly hate. I hate this organization so much.
Well, Stu, that's biased right there.
Unbiased.
Yes, Casual Sports Talk has no bias. This is America's team, and they are a 7.
Bro, do not call them America's team.
Dude, what's more American than an eagle, bro?
They are America's blight. They're the city of brotherly hate. Do you want to wear your Lions gear when it's a Lions-Eagles game?
I'm thinking about it still. We play in Philly here in November.
I'm just saying. Unless you be floating down the Delaware. I'm just saying.
Still risk it for the biscuit. That's what I say.
But anyway, last week we all gave the Eagles 8.
Well, all right.
They did not look good in this one.
I agree with
and apparently, I guess they did not use Saquon Barkley as much in the second half. Go figure.
What?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's hurt my fantasy production, but I'm at a 7.
Yes. Indeed. Now, okay.
I agree with the 7. I mean,
Eagles hate.
They were 4-0 coming in this game. Broncos are a tough team. So the way the Eagles are playing, going up a top contender from the AFC, yes, 7. They deserve a 7.
Yes. All right. I'm going to try to. Okay, now.
All right, here we go.
Okay. After all the Eagles hate, the Eagles bias, I'm going to try to think this is any other team. I feel like so far, and this is like my complaint about the Philadelphia Eagles, I feel like this is not a 60-minute team. They have been doing well. But there's like one point they had a decent lead. At one point by the third quarter, at the fourth quarter, they were 17-3, and to blow a 14-point lead by the fourth quarter, that's kind of bad. You can at least agree with that, Douglas.
Yeah, no, it's not good.
It's not good. That's the one thing. And I kind of feel like this is the same problems I have with the Bills right now, which is like the Bills and the Eagles, they were winning good, but they're not winning decisively right now. And this is kind of their first wake-up call in that sense. So I feel like for right now, I feel like I got to pop them down to the 7. And I just don't feel like that, we got to see how it goes with the Eagles right now. Like, this could be the wake-up call, or this could be like oh my God, this is going to be like the bad news if the Eagles continue to lose. It's like what happened with the Steelers last year when it was like they just had loss after loss after loss after loss after loss. They had like 7 losses in a row.
I mean, the Eagles aren't going to lose 7 in a row.
They're not going to lose. Yeah, we'll see. I hope it's 7 losses in a row. I'm just saying.
No.
And now we got to talk about Broncos country. Let's ride.
Let's ride.
Bo Nix says Broncos country, let's ride. Even though Russell Wilson said it, but that's okay. The Broncos came back with a 14-point deficit and win it in the fourth quarter. I got to give them credit. Congratulations, Broncos. You actually did pretty good. Like, I can't get mad at this Broncos team. This Broncos team's looking, dare I say, legit. Last week,
Broncos were looking better than the Chiefs. What do we say?
Okay, last week I gave the Broncos a 6. Christopher and you only gave them 5s. They are in the lead in the division, to be fair.
Beautiful.
And I feel like right now, I'm going to bump them up to the 7.
Wow.
I think this team looks good. They beat the Eagles team that's good. They came back from a 14-point deficit right now. Like, I honestly feel like that's a really good team. I think they could win 1 game. We'll see how it goes. I think there's a lot more parity right now. I've seen what's happening right now. So that's what I'm putting it right now.
Sure, you said I gave him a 5 last week. Give me a 6. I like the way they're playing. There's something about them, But, I mean, I hope they could be a 7 because I love Bo Nix. I love Bo Nix so much. Keep me at a 6 right there.
I think I am going to make the jump to the 7. Like this.
Whoa!
Yeah, I mean, I just like the formula they have. Like an elite defense. They're pretty good at running the ball. Bo Nix is a baller, and like they have a lot of solid wide receivers. I don't know if they have like an elite one, but like they're just a well-balanced, well-coached team that can make some damage in the playoffs.
They can definitely do make some damage. I honestly do feel like they can make some damage in the playoffs. And honestly, good for you, Bo Nix. I'll give him credit right now. I think it's funny that everybody kind of thought Bo Nix was kind of going to be a bust, and turns out he's not.
I love Bo Nix so much.
Yeah, who would have thought that Bo Nix, like when he got drafted, was going to be this good?
I did, sir. Because Bo Nix, I thought he was going to be an amazing player, and he's turning out to be just that.
It's about to be indeed right now. And then, speaking of the opposite of teams that are good. Now we got to talk about atrocious teams, garbage team. The Baltimore Ravens got annihilated 44-10 at one point at the third quarter. It was 34-3 in 3 minutes and 31 seconds when the Texans scored a field goal. I know they did not have. They had Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
But I can be real quick about this. Holy moly! I don't know what we had him at last week.
Last week, okay, we gave the Ravens. I think we gave them 5. So I gave them I gave them 4, and you guys gave them 5s for last week.
The way they're currently playing, I don't want to stoop down to a 2, but I'll give them a 3. From a 5 to a 3. It's just the way it seems like they're a team that's collapsing. It's from a Browns Browns fans' point of view, I love it's happening. But from a non-biased point of view, man, I thought Lamar Jackson was. Well, I mean, I know he's injured. I'm not sure when he's coming back. Maybe he'll be back in 3 weeks, and then we start talking about the Ravens being a 7 or an 8.
So you give him a 4?
No, give him a 3.
Give him 3. Oh,
so I mean, here's the thing. For one, I want to apologize to the Texans because I laughed pretty openly at them and said they had why were they favored in this game? They clearly deserve to be favored in this game. The Ravens are atrocious. And I'm not going to shy away from it, Chris. I am going to go all the way down to a 2.
Wow.
With Lamar Jackson, they were getting destroyed by Kansas City. That isn't all that great. I mean, granted, as a Lions fan, I want them to be better. So, our win over them means more. But, this team has the worst defense other than maybe the Cowboys. Them and the Cowboys just can't stop anything. And, it's just embarrassing. They've been embarrassed the last 2 weeks in a row. The one last week was more excusable because it was at the Chiefs, and we thought maybe the Chiefs were figuring it out. But this Texans team was struggling. And they came into your building and were up 31 points. This was just embarrassing. You are truly potentially one of the worst teams in the NFL right now at how you are currently playing.
1-3. That's disgusting.
Wow. It is crazy because, literally you gave him a 4, Douglas. Christopher gave him a 5.
Oh, so Doug gave him a 4. I gave him a 5. We both scooped down 2 levels.
We went 2 level. I honestly do agree.
Sure, what did we have last week?
Oh, what did you give him last week?
No, what did you give him last week, sir?
Oh, I gave him a 5.
Ooh, are you gonna go to a 3 or to a 2 or a 4?
How long is Lamar out for?
No one knows.
Well, I mean, and what have we seen that would even consider a 4? This team is getting just obliterated.
So remember, like Doug said last week, and I've always said it, it's how they're currently playing. You remember?
Yeah, I got to give him the 2. I'm just wow. I know that I gave him a 5, but this is the biggest drop off right now.
Wow.
I mean, this team is it's bad. Their defense is literally unbelievably bad. I don't know what happened, but
I honestly gonna say I think the Cowboys defense is way better than the Ravens defense.
It might be, Stu. This is I don't know. They say the season can be saved, but it needs to happen this weekend to even have a remote chance. This is bad.
I was excited to talk about the Chiefs eventually, but talking about the Ravens right here gets me excited. Ravens are slumping. Chiefs, you guys can agree they're gonna be slumping.
Heck yeah, let's go.
This team is.
Stu might be a little mad about that, but
hey! How dare you? How dare you? As a
here we go, Texans. Let's go, C.J. Stroud.
C.J. Stroud came back. They made him look like prime C.J. Stroud. It is crazy that this game was obliteration and annihilation. Who would have thought that the Texans would at least?
What did you get last week?
Yeah, my apologies, Texans. I don't know if you're better than whatever, but whatever I thought you guys were, I'm wrong. I think I said would still lose to the Ravens, but clearly not.
So last week we gave them all 3. We gave the Texans all 3s.
Wow, all 3s. Wow. And now they're 2-3. All right.
And now they're 2-3.
I mean, I will give them the 4. Like they seem kind of mid. Like, I mean, they were right in that game with Tampa Bay. Like, they could be 3-2. Like, they've made the playoffs the last 2 years. They're playing some good ball. So,
yeah, I think I'm going to bump them up to the 4. I think they at least had a great game. They looked amazing. Like, this honestly looks like old C.J. Stroud, like a couple years ago. Like, look at his completions. 23 completions, 224 yards, 4 TDs.
Let's go, C.J. Stroud.
C.J. Stroud. They even put him the backup quarterback.
I agree with you, gentlemen. Put me at a 4. I mean, Texans, if they can beat the Seahawks this upcoming 10 p.m. game, what is that? I don't know. I'm looking at the ESPN schedule. Why is it a 10 p.m. game? It doesn't make sense. Anyways, so yeah, Texans play the Seahawks this week. If the Texans can pull off this win, that's amazing. And the way the Texans have been playing the last 2 weeks, yeah, give them a 4 for sure.
Give them a 4 indeed for this one. And now we got the biggest embarrassment of, I will say, can we say for this week? I know you lived in Arizona, Douglas. I know you secretly like the Cardinals to start.
Yeah.
But if I was telling you Cardinals fans, I'd be like, this team is the biggest embarrassment. How do you lose to the Tennessee Titans? And don't get me started on the 2 bad plays where literally a player had a 84-yard touchdown and drops the ball at the 1-yard line. He just drops it.
well,
From the Colts last week, sir. That's even more atrocious because I will at least give, okay, even though it was atrocious with that Colts player, and I still think it's atrocious, at least he like bobbled it. This man literally took the ball and just bam, threw it on the ground.
What's more embarrassing, this interception / fumble / touchdown for the other team, or the butt fumble?
Oh.
Probably this, because it ended up in. Well, wait, was the butt fumble a 6-point fumble recovery for a touchdown?
Yes.
Oh, so it was both worth 6 points. Wow, that's
like I think honestly, this plays might represent the Arizona Cardinals right now. And man, I know last week we're going to start with you, Douglas. Last week we all gave them 4s. Please do not be nice with these Cardinals, Douglas.
No, I mean it was one of those games where you see what a team is made of, and this team just doesn't have that grit or whatever. They're missing something. I mean, it started off so good, they dominated, but they've done this a few times this year where it's like they start off good and then they just take their foot off the gas, lose focus. Like they're just a team that doesn't stay focused for whatever reason. And like they almost blew it to the Panthers. They let them right back into a game that they should have had. They had the lead late in San Francisco and they blew that game. And then they choked away this game in one of those ways where it's like it wasn't just one thing. It was like literally you made Cam Ward look legit there at the 4th quarter. Your defense quit playing. You had silly mistakes. Like we all know how bad the fumble was. You had really conservative play calling, which I thought was silly as well because the teams that are winning right now, they had a 3-play series where they could have put the game away. Instead, they just ran the ball right at the middle 3 times for 0 yards and just punted the ball back.
And mind you, they had an 18-point lead in the end of the 2nd quarter.
Well, and that's the thing. So it's like they pulled off. They played bad defense. They didn't score any more points on offense. They made every single mistake. And like Kyler summed it up perfectly, like how to lose a game 101. Like absolutely. I'm gonna go to a 3. Like 2 seems a touch dramatic. I mean, they're a bad team, but like they're close, and that's what's the most frustrating. Is like no.
I hate to do it, Douglas. You may hate me, but there should be punishments for atrocious football. I'm just saying. They should be atrocious because this should not have happened.
But
this team. How do you fumble the ball badly? How do you do this badly? How do you do a snap count badly? How do you drop a ball and literally lose a touchdown at the 1 yard line.
If Mercado would have not released that ball, game would have been over.
Yes.
There would have been no reason the Titans would have been trying to come back in that game. Oh, man.
And there should be punishment.
So that interception, fumble on the interception, go back to the end zone for a touchdown would never have happened.
Yeah.
I hate to blame one person, but Mercado.
I honestly, I think
the coach got fined for yelling at him, and I'm like, what?
What?
You literally cost your team a game because of just it's like honestly, like man. Granted, I didn't see the incident, so maybe I don't know, man. Like I would be getting somebody's business too if you literally fumble the ball on the 1 yard line to wrap up a game. Like,
do you think Campbell would be okay with this?
Like
you would be
Aaron
okay.
Glenn, the coach for the Jets, has released 2 players that have had fumbles late and done stupid things. He just releases them, and instead the Cardinals coach is getting fined. Like it's just another issue with your whole organization.
That's
like
what
you're finding a coach.
Release people if you need to release them because they're not. If they're continuously making the same mistakes week after week, get rid of them.
Yeah,
I was just saying, I don't know.
Honestly, there should be a. You know what? I'm going to give him the 2. Because you know why? You had that atrocious of a football game. I cannot forgive you. I don't care that they're 2-3. This is an atrocious football game. And you should have won this game against a garbage Titans team that has not won anything and a rookie quarterback who's been mid. Who's been terrible. And you done that? You laid that egg? You deserve it too.
Yeah, I gave him a 4 last week, right, sir? Give him a 3 right now.
Oh,
I mean, sir. The Cardinals will go lower because they play the Colts next week.
Deserve a loss.
Yeah, I mean, and we have a lot of teams there too. Maybe it's just the way the teams are playing. But I mean, right now the Cardinals, that's another tough division in the West. The National Football League or the NFC, whatever it is. Another tough, the NFC West is a tough division.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna call this next team Stu the 2 Tennessee Titans. Wait, no, it doesn't make sense. Yes. Either way.
Well, to be fair, the Titans have won a game. We gave them once.
I mean, they got to go up, right? Right? They scored 22 points, 2-2-2, 2-2.
They came back. They came back.
I'll give them a 2 just because they're already
say it a 1.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to keep them at a 1 because we already gave out 2 2s, and they won a road game in the NFL, which is hard to do. So you deserve some credit, even though some of it was luck, but a win's a win.
Yeah, I mean, a win's a win. I do feel like it's a more. I'll give them up to the 2. I don't think this was like a
empathetic type of win. Like, oh, you guys won. The empathy is there.
Yeah, I'll give them a 2 because I feel like this is a much more. They did well. They did do plays, but I feel like this is a lot more of why the Cardinals blew this game badly than how did Tennessee play good.
I mean, there's still a strong case for a win.
We always like to say a win is a win.
Yes. Yeah. Anyway, we'll give it to you, Christopher. What do you think of the Tennessee Titans?
Oh, sorry, I was motioning. Yeah, a 2. 2 for the Titans. The Tennessee 2 Titans.
Tennessee 2 Titans. Can you believe it? We finally bumped them up! Yay! Congratulations!
Cam Ward. I did watch that game. Cam Ward was slinging that ball. He has a great arm, great accuracy.
Yeah. So I mean, a throw he made at the end was unbelievable. I think he had a throw to Calvin Ridley that was top notch.
Right. So maybe we're top notch in that one. It's a team effort, you know.
Yeah, I definitely do agree. It's definitely a team effort for that one. And now we got the next one. We got to talk about the Seattle Seahawks losing to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 35-38.
There was a fun fact to this one. I think it was the first game in NHL hockey start today in NFL history where both quarterbacks I think had over like 80% completions and 4 touchdowns or something like that.
Wow.
It was a great game. Like both quarterbacks were on their game. I saw a video of Seahawks fans trash talking Baker Mayfield, which was a big mistake.
Oh yeah, how do you feel about that?
What do you do? What do you do? What do you do for the reaction?
I mean, he said some things I can't repeat for the sake of the podcast, but he used some pretty intense language and got his team pretty fired up because he was chirping back, like kind of letting the fans in. This was before the game, getting ready to run onto the field, and he was just. Wow. They were like, "Oh, you got no chance." It's like, "Yeah, right, dude." Like,
Baker, let's go, Baker.
Yeah, Baker's got that dog.
Baker swag. Baker swag is like my favorite so far.
I mean, honestly, Sam Darnold though. I mean, he's proven a good amount to me though. Like I'm digging the Sam Darnold. Like I think, like I'm.
It seems like it doesn't matter where Sam Darnold plays, as long as he has someone to throw to, he'll make it happen.
I mean, Smith and Jigba is unbelievable, dude. Like I can see why they got rid of DK Metcalf because they have a number one. Like we're good, man. Like this dude's unbelievable.
Oh yeah, JSN Smith and Jigba. What about Emeka Egbuka?
Emeka Egbuka. Well,
I mean, he's great too. Like they're both amazing.
Is Egbuka the clear front runner for the Rookie of the Year?
Oh, I mean, easily. And JSN's a clear wide receiver 1, 2. I mean, dude, I really like AJ Barner, their tight end. That dude is just a touchdown machine, bro.
Yes. It is kind of funny because also Gronk actually could not pronounce his name.
Oh, dude, that was funny. I mean, when you're on the spot like that on TV, Stuart, try pronouncing Egbuka. Try
Emeka Egbuka.
See, Stuart, I just messed up. See?
Yeah. I mean, that's a hard position.
I mean, I know Tua Tagovailoa. Boom. I could know that one. Boom.
Now try Emeka Egbuka.
Emeka Egbuka.
Wow, sir, you got it.
Yeah, that's pretty easy.
But for the Seahawks, I'm gonna give them a nice 6. Like this is still solid playoff team. Like this team is a lot better than I was expecting them to be. That's for darn sure.
Yeah, I mean this is definitely a tough division. Like granted, the Seattle Seahawks have been kind of feeling like the same Seattle Seahawks of last year. You know what I mean? Where they're doing good, but they're still like, can they get to that hump at the end? You know what I mean? Can they get to that that vitality of getting up to the playoffs? And last week I gave him a 5. Christopher gave him a 5.
Wow.
I kind of feel like they're still in that 5 right now. I just still feel like they're not there yet to get to that postseason.
Oh, easy for me. If I give him you said I gave him a 4 last week? 5? 5, yeah. Give him up to a 6.
No, wait, what?
No, I'm just kidding. They lost.
I was like, what?
Keep him at a 5.
Buddy.
Yeah. I mean, but that division's tough at a 5 for sure.
Yes. We do have 555s indeed. And now we got the Baker. I have Swagger Mayfield talking smack about them teams. Talking smack about them Seattle Seahawks at away. Winning this game 38-35. Both teams should probably won this game, I feel like. But Baker just is looking good.
Did I give him a 6 or a 7 last week, Stu?
Last week we gave the Buccaneers 7s.
We all gave him a 7. Oh, man. They're looking good. They're looking like a top seed.
Yeah, but like I said, can Baker get to 8? Do you think Baker can go to the NFC Championship?
No. That's what I was about to say. Is there's 2 other teams in the NFC that are stacking pretty well, definitely better than the Buccaneers. So keep the Buccaneers at a 7.
Yeah, the Eagles are. I think already beat the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers play in Detroit here soon. I mean, I'm digging the 7 as well. Like this team, I mean, they know how to win games, and that's the scariest part. Is like if it's late in the game and Baker's anywhere near that ball, you're pretty confident that they're going to get that win.
Yeah, I feel like Baker.
Would you guys rather trust Baker Mayfield on a game-winning drive or Patrick Mahomes on a game-winning drive?
I mean, still Mahomes.
I'll go Mahomes. I still trust Mahomes.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'd probably say the same thing. Yeah, honestly, the way I'm looking at it now, yeah.
I mean, Baker has
done doing things.
I'll give credit for Baker. Baker has done a really good job with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I definitely think he's done a tremendous job right there. And pretty much he, like, literally helped his career because of Tampa, and I think he has that Tampa Bay swagger now. I feel like I love him dogging other team, like dogging when people are making fun of him. I still say, Christopher.
Say it, sir.
I'm gonna say it. Do you miss him?
Oh, sir, yeah. You know the answer. I say it every time you ask me that.
Could you imagine?
Stop repeating the same question. I do miss
Could you
Baker.
imagine if Baker was
Majority of Cleveland misses Baker Mayfield, so sir.
Yes. Could you imagine?
Next time you ask that question, just remember what I've been telling you the entire time.
Yes. Could you imagine Baker on this Browns team? And you
I mean, Jerry Jeudy, David Njoku, Nick Chubb was here. I don't know.
I'm just saying.
I could imagine it. I dream about it every single night.
I love Baker, and I think he should be in the MVP conversation. But when you have, I don't know, I feel like they also have amazing skill players too, and it's a whole team. But Baker definitely adds the confidence to that already really good roster.
He has a good roster. Like I said, I definitely do feel like we'll see how they do next week. But I'm kind of tempted to put him in the 8th for right now. I'm going to put him at the 7th right now. I think honestly, this are the 2 best teams in the NFC.
How long is Bucky Irving out for the Buccaneers?
I don't know.
Yeah, I can look it up.
But on these Bengals, they made a nice rally there at the end, Stu. It was pretty fun.
But they still look atrocious. The score looks a lot more closer, but 37-24. This team looked atrocious. I think at one point it was 30. It was 28-3 by the third quarter.
Well, yeah, I mean, it wasn't really a good game by any means, but it was nice for the Jamar Chase owners to have a nice fourth quarter, and now maybe with Flacco, their receivers can have more fantasy relevance.
Last week. Oh, I will say, apologies please everybody give me apologies right now, Douglas, because last week
we did not accept your apologies, Stuart. Sorry.
Yeah, I gave him a 3. Christopher gave him a 4, and you gave him a 5. So defend your score.
No apologies given. Then
I was going to say. I mean, I'm pretty sure we said that this will probably be lower next week, but I mean, they were still a 2-2 team in a division that hasn't looked all that good. I mean, the reason that they traded for Joe Flacco, Stu, is that they think they have a chance to win the division still. So it's not unheard of for them to get a spark. They still have Trey Hendrickson. They still have Jamar Chase. They still have T. Higgins. They still have Chase Brown. So, I'm going to drop them down. I'm just going to go down to a 4. I mean, they showed some fight.
No! I wanted a 3!
I mean, you can give them whatever you want.
You have a 3, don't you?
Yes, I have a 3, and you know what? I'm considering them a 3. This team is atrocious. Jake Browning is not good as a quarterback.
Well, they don't have to deal with him anymore.
Still, they have to deal with Joe Flacco. But how is Flacco going to stop this team? How's Flacco? So Flacco's going to get damaged by the O-line?
Well, Stu, so here's the thing, too, because the whole game, the commentators were talking about how Browning just didn't have good ball placement. And, I think the Bengals heard that, and they're like, dude, Flacco, if nothing else, can deliver good deep balls. And we have the best deep ball receiver possibly in the league. We have 2 big play machines, so let's at least get a quarterback that can throw the ball deep. Because the Lions made a lot of plays on deep balls that were really just bad throws that we made look easy. Where maybe Flacco opens up this offense to at least half of Joe Burrow's level.
Yes, and now let's start with you, Christopher.
Sir, you gave him a 3 last week, or what'd you go?
I gave him a 3 last week. Doug, Christopher, you gave him a 4.
Honestly, the way they're playing, from a 4 to a 3.
Yes.
It might change next week. Not sure who they're playing, but like you guys have been just talking about, they got Wacko for Flacco.
Now, I will say, as the Flacco expert, who has watched a lot of atrocious and probably seen it live on Cleveland stadiums and how atrocious Flacco's been.
All right.
How do you feel about the Flacco going to the Bengals? And was this the best trade?
I think I mentioned this early on the podcast. We were talking about, I don't know, was it Aaron Rodgers or doesn't matter, but Wacko for Flacco. Flacco, his age is 39, 40. I think it might be almost 41 now. Yeah, no, I'm not sure why NFL teams are giving him hope. Nothing against you, Joe Flacco, if you're listening or watching this podcast. But like he's not. There's someone better than him that's available.
I mean, Kirk Cousins available.
See, there we go, and that's one person that's.
Douglas, would you rather have Flacco or Kirk Cousins?
I mean, definitely Kirk Cousins, but they also Kirk Cousins is making $40 million a year, so like the Bengals aren't trying to pay.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins plays on Atlanta, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they obviously weren't going to pay. They weren't going to pay near. They just paid Joe Burrow all that money. They're not going to have $90 million in quarterbacks. And the option I heard thrown around was Jameis Winston, which might have been interesting.
That might have been interesting. I mean, granted, he's been like okay.
Here's the thing: since talking about the Bengals, I think Joe Flacco is going to read their offense pretty well, and he's going to be able to connect with T. Higgins, with Jamar Chase. So he's going to be able to open up the offense and find the receivers. So as a fantasy owner, I don't have T. Higgins, but for everyone who has T. Higgins, I have Jamar Chase. So anyone who has Jamar Chase, I think this is going to be great for Joe Flacco and the wide receivers from Cincinnati.
We'll see how it goes. And now we got the Triple Lions, which I will say, last week we gave them all 8s. So we'll start with you, Douglas. Are you going to give them up or down? They're the only team I feel like this week that I feel like improved. That's in the top divisions besides like Baker and like the middling teams. I feel like this is like the only team that's been consistently good and still been consistently good.
So just go 10. They're going to win the Super Bowl.
I mean, I wish it was that simple. I mean, if they go into Kansas City this week and they beat up on the Chiefs, then I'll probably go with a 9. Like I'm gonna stay with an 8 for now. I mean, they look as good as they did at peak last year, in my opinion. Like the linebackers are good, but I don't know. I mean, I do think very biasedly that they are the best team in the NFL at the current moment, in my humble opinion. But I mean, that offense, when it clicks, man, it's a thing of beauty. Like they lead the league in offense. The defense is solid enough to where they have a good kicker. Like they have a balance that could lead to success in the postseason right now. If you get Hutchinson, man, Hutchinson's been as advertised. I think he has 5 sacks, 3 forced fumbles. Like Hutchinson's playing some lights out ball. I mean, this is a team that if they can stay healthy, they have the ingredients of a potential Super Bowl winner. But like we know last year, we played this good, and then you get hurt or you have a bad bounce in the playoffs, and it's over.
Yeah, I do agree. I mean, it's going to be interesting. Can they bounce back from that one? Because like the 2 times they made it to the playoffs, they had made it to the NFC Championship. Granted, they got lucky. They exceeded expectations, but like I said, they kind of fumbled that in the end in that second quarter, and then the injuries caught up with you last season. I still feel like this team is still legit. I just don't feel comfortable just yet to put them at that 9. I think if they do dominate against the Chiefs, then maybe I would put them at the 9. And then also if they do dominate against the Eagles and tough opponents. But I will still say it. I think this is probably the best team in the NFC right now.
Piggybacking off that, Stuart, I love it.
Incredible to think.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you guys. Sorry.
And it's incredible to think. I know I've been nice and talking about the Lions, but it's incredible to think like the Matt Patricia era. If I told you the last year, 2020, during the pandemic, Douglas, if I was like, okay, in 5 years, they might be legit Super Bowl contenders. If I told you that this is the future oracle truth, would you believe me?
Ooh, Matt Patricia, Ohio State. Let's go.
I mean, honestly, it's hard to imagine. I mean, I wouldn't believe it just in the fact of like I feel like every team eventually is going to be good theoretically, but then a lot of teams prove that to be wrong. But like, it's hard to envision the Lions as like a consistent like good quarterback. I saw people were talking about Goff as being like arguably the most consistent quarterback in the NFL, and like, I mean, I think Josh Allen's got him beat, but like honestly, every single week Goff just has been playing great ball, super efficient. Amon-Ra is just on his game every week. Like the offense, I don't know how you stop their offense consistently because like they have an elite running back duo. They have an amazing wide receiver duo. Laporta had a great game. I think he had a couple of touchdowns. You have the best right tackle in the sport. Left tackle's a concern, but like I mean, they are built very well top to bottom. That's for sure.
Indeed. And now, Christopher, last week you gave him an 8.
I agree with everything Doug just said. Like, give me an 8, continue with it. This team's completely dominant. If they can beat the Chiefs, not saying that the Chiefs are a powerhouse because they're 2-3, but if they can beat the Chiefs and then beat the Buccaneers back-to-back weeks, that'd be amazing. And then we could talk about them being a 9. Obviously, a 10 is winning, like completely dominating, winning the Super Bowl. But yeah, like I'm excited for the Lions as I was last year. So let's go.
I'm excited indeed. I definitely will say, and I will still say this, Douglas. And I know I'm repeating myself. If they win a Super Bowl, is your dad gonna shed a tear?
Would you shed a would you shed a
you
tear?
And your dad, you're watching the Super Bowl together. They say,
I mean, if the Browns was Lombardi crying too. Yeah.
you're Super Bowl champs.
I would have to imagine so, because I mean, the last time that me and my dad watched a championship together would have been like the 07-08 Red Wings, I want to say. And so, I mean, that's coming up on 20 plus years, you know? And so, like, then just because of with it being like that long ago, I think there'd be some high emotions with it for sure.
Yes, indeed, in that one. And now we got other low emotions right now because the Chargers lost to the Commanders 27-10 right now at home. Man, what happened to the Chargers? I thought they had like one good week. And
honestly, I mean, not one good week, but I mean, this might have been the game of the week.
Yes.
One of the games of the weeks.
And I should say, last week, I gave the Chargers the 6, and Christopher and Douglas gave them 7s.
Ooh, all right, easy setback.
Yeah. This is not like
Chargers.
I'm not getting impressed with this Chargers. They've been kind of like altering a lot.
They're division though, Stu. Calm down.
But they've also been hit with the injury bug. I mean, both their running backs are out. Their starting all-world left tackle is out.
Their backup running back. You see, Najee Harris got that. It was an ACL or something like that. Najee Harris, the backup running back.
Yeah. Now Martin Hampton's out, and it's just like this team is.
Wait, Hampton's out too.
They look bad. Yeah, he's out for a while. He just hit the IR.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I have to get him down to the 5. I just feel like it's not looking good. It's definitely not looking good. And you did not look good against this Commanders team that's like a tough opponent. Like, it's like, I think the injury bug, and I hate to say it, I don't think that if the injuries still continue with this team, I don't think they can beat the Chiefs. I don't think they can beat the Broncos.
I mean, they could definitely still beat the Chiefs. They already did. And the Chiefs are also,
they're only close by 6, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, they were close, but like they still lost. Like I don't know. Like that just seems like a hot. That seems like a giant Chiefs fan. Like the team that already beat the Chiefs, there's no way they could beat the Chiefs, who also lost this week. Like, what kind of a take is that?
How dare you?
Automatically bad.
How dare you hate my takes right now, gentlemen?
It's not a good take, Stu.
So if the playoffs start today,
put my take. Anyway, Christopher, what do you give the Chiefs? Not the Chiefs, the Chargers. Last week you gave them a 7.
If the playoffs start today, it'd be the Chargers versus the Jaguars, but I still I gave them a 7 last week. I think you said that, sir. So I'm gonna bump them down to a 6.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna go with the 6 as well.
It's not a bad feeling. Sorry, Doug. You said Martin Hampton is out for the season, or he's on injury.
No, I don't think out for the season, but he hit the IR today.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's not
great. The Chargers could go down.
And like obviously the team that wants to be able to run the football, not having your top 2 running backs and your amazing left tackle. I mean, because the offense just has been stuck in neutral, man. Like for whatever reason, like they were only down by 3 like forever to the Giants last week, and they just couldn't get it going. Only scoring 10 points this week. Like they are feeling the impact of all these injuries, and it's not good.
It is definitely not good. This injuries, the injury bug is definitely hitting the Chargers right now. It's definitely not looking great.
It happens.
Now we got the Commanders, who are commanding a 3-2 right now. They did win this game good. Jaden Daniels came back. They pretty much controlled it after after the second quarter. To be fair, so we'll start with you, Christopher. What would you do? And I should also say the Washington Commanders. We all gave them 7s last week.
Ooh, 7s, and then they won. Wow. I mean, I'm gonna keep them at 7.
Ooh.
I mean, they're playing like a great team. Jane Daniels is back. Heck yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I do agree. I'm going to stay with the 7. Like, I still think between the Buccaneers, Lions, and Eagles, like they're in the mix, but I think I like the Lions and Eagles more at the moment. Maybe the Buccaneers too. I can't tell.
So I don't want to say that, Doug, because I completely agree with you. But like, we're talking about teams that are like how they're currently doing, you know.
This is a team that's scary with a healthy Jaden Daniels. This is a team that can definitely they could make a run like they did last year.
But you might hate me on this one, gentlemen. I'm contemplating the 8. But I can't do it right now because I do feel like, are they better than the Buccaneers? No. They could be better than the
Are they
Eagles.
better than Lions? No.
No. I still feel like they're still in the
Eagles. Cacaw? No.
How dare you? Also true.
I know.
Yeah. I feel like the Commanders are still probably at that 7 for right now. They're looking good. I'm glad Jaden Daniels is back. Yeah. It's going to be interesting how, continuing, can they still – and I will also say this. It's amazing that Jaden Daniels has not had the sophomore slump.
I mean, he's only played 2 games. They lost pretty bad to Green Bay.
Sure. So he might still have the sophomore slump.
You might, but still,
sure. So
you're telling me the Chargers are trash?
2 easy wins. Bears,
but are you telling me that the Chargers are trash, bro?
If they lose those
the Chargers
games,
are hurt
then James Daniels might have the sophomore slump. Just like CJ
Stroud
did. Yeah.
All right. I don't know. I might disagree with that one, but we'll see on that one. So
time will tell.
Now,
play by ear. Play by ear.
Play by ear. And now we got to talk about the Sunday night game where the Buffalo Bills blew this game. The interesting thing.
Let's not say that they blew it. Let's say the Patriots won it, Stu. Let's say the Patriots won it.
Yeah, Stuart, don't be so biased with your words.
Okay, fine. But they didn't look good. It's a close game, but still.
It was a good game.
Patriots earned this win against the Buffalo
Exactly,
Bills.
Stu. It was a surprisingly good Sunday night football game.
It's a good Sunday night football game, and the 72 Dolphins players are still popping champagne because nobody is undefeated this season. Quick as undefeated.
That's crazy in week 5. This week definitely turned the whole NFL upside down in my mind. Everything I thought I knew, I'm like, oh, I am clueless.
Yeah,
watching the Ravens.
Colts being 4-1. What, the Jaguars are 4-1 or 3-2?
Yeah, they're 4-1.
And then, but you have the Chiefs are 2-3, and then you have this.
You got the Ravens at 1-4. So, yeah, what a season!
What a season! So we should probably talk with you, Douglas. Last week we gave the Buffalo Bills 8s.
Yeah, I think honestly I'm gonna stay with the 8. I think that this wasn't the best loss, but also I think the Bills are by far the best overall team in the AFC. Just maybe the Jaguars or Colts have something to say about that, but for right now, it was a fluky loss. They lost, but I still feel confident about this team overall.
And this is actually a fun fact. Did you see that one of the plays that got sent to was thrown to Joe Burrow? Not Josh Allen was trying to throw a play, and it hit the stands, and one of the players actually left the game. The fans left the game.
Oh, sir, I know what you're talking about. So, wait, who threw the pass?
So Josh Allen tried to throw a pass,
and Josh Allen threw the pass. The fan caught the ball, and the fan just sprinted up the staircase to leave so he could have the ball.
Yeah, apparently, I guess there's an NFL rule because they have a lot of chips and stuff. They don't want
chips in the footballs.
Yes, there are chips in the football because that's why you get to know this player's running 22 miles or 21 miles to get a touchdown right now.
They easily found that guy and hey, give us our ball back.
Yeah, so apparently you're supposed to give the ball back, or you can.
Is there a fine print on a ticket? I've never looked at the fine print.
Yeah, you can technically.
I wish if I ever got close enough.
Yeah,
and a ball was thrown at me, I want to keep the ball.
Yeah. But sometimes they just negotiate hey, can you get the ball back? We'll give you a t-shirt. We'll get you some nice tickets next week or something like that.
Right.
Because apparently these are like not expensive. These are very expensive footballs. These are like $700 footballs.
No kidding. Wow.
Yeah. These are not cheapo like $20 you're buying and playing tailgate on a Saturday.
Oh.
Well, yeah, I don't blame him then. Shoot, that was worth more than his ticket. I didn't have to see my team lose, and I get this football.
Yes, he gets he at least gets the highlight of that season. But anyway,
he was on the front row though, so I feel like those tickets would have been over 1,000. I don't know.
Yeah, probably for a whiteout game too.
For
the whiteout game.
This game was on Sunday Night Football. Bills are expected to win, and then what happened?
Here's my.
What are you giving the Bills here?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna bump them down a little bit to the 7. I still feel like they're still good, but like I said, I got to see how they do. Now, if they do have that bounce back for next week, I feel like I can definitely put them up at the 8. But I think they're going to put them down a little bit I don't know if this. I think this Patriots team looks good, but I don't know if it's just like that or maybe we'll just have. I feel like this is like the same feeling I have for the Philadelphia Eagles after that loss. I'm like, all right, you can't like win those like 60 minutes, and you're kind of getting close a little bit in these games. So I'm just like, we got to see how it goes. So hopefully,
sure, I know what you're saying. There's 48 minutes in a football game, right?
Yeah.
Excuse
60
me.
minutes, to be fair.
What? What'd you say?
60 minutes.
What is it? What did I say? 45?
You said 48. No, it's 60 minutes in a football game.
That's right. There's 48 minutes in a basketball game. So there's 60 minutes in a football game, 50-minute quarters, and the Patriots won on a last second, with 15 seconds to go. Man, but like the Bills are still looking good. Keep the Bills at an 8.
All right.
They still played a heck of a game.
It was fun seeing Stephon Diggs have such a nice game too. And my lesson is don't have a whiteout at night. They're terrible.
No. Cancel the whiteout. I mean, it could either be Bills fans or Penn State fans.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, don't do it. Stay away.
Yes. Yeah. Random fun fact. How's it feel that Penn State is now out of the top 25?
I think it's
Texas, Stuart.
Yeah, they were there with Texas 1 and 2 at the beginning of the year.
Texas,
nowhere to be found too. Nowhere to be found. I mean, Penn State's was more embarrassing for sure, like losing to an unranked 0-4 team.
Oh yeah,
an 0-4 team who literally fired their coach.
Yeah, no, that was an all-time James Franklin fumble right there. That was hilarious.
James Franklin knows how to James Franklin. But speaking of successes, unlike James Franklin,
we got the same record.
We're now 2-3. It's now 3-2. And last week we gave the New England Patriots 4s.
4s, and they just won. Wow!
They won against the Bills. I gotta bump them up to the 5. They're looking good.
Oh.
I think you honestly, congratulations. You beat a tough Bills team at home. And that's your rival team. So I got to give him a little bit of credit. I got to give credit. Like, Drake May is looking amazing right now as a quarterback. I'm actually really impressed right now. No, Mike Vrabel has actually done really good as a coach, even though I do not like the circumstances of him getting hired. So I got to bump him up to the 5. So
I gave him a 4 last week. I'm going to keep him at a 4. It's not Drake May, Stuart. It's Ramondre Stevenson. No. He had 2 touchdowns. Drake May, I mean, he almost had a 300-yard passing game, but it's not him. I feel like the Patriots are barely keeping it alive, but they.
Wow.
I think 2 out of the last 3 games, Patriots versus Bills, Patriots have won. I don't know if it was Drake May or just the Patriots in general.
I'm going a completely different direction here. This is the first time I think we disagree. I was going to go all the way. I'm going all the way up to a 6.
I love it.
This team, there's something about this team, like seeing Stephon Diggs come back, Drake May's developing, they can run the ball well. Mike Vrabel has them playing solid defense too. Like, this is a team that, I mean, I don't know if they're right on that verge for me, but like they're 3-2, and I think they'd be in the playoffs if it started today. Would they be right there, like the 7 seed?
Yeah, they're close.
Let's see here. The Patriots. Oh yeah, 7th seed.
Yes,
Right
I mean,
now,
like,
NFL.com/standings. Yeah.
I mean, they're playing. I mean, they just beat the best team in the NFL in their home stadium, and you're 3-2. Like, it's hard not to think of that as a playoff team to me.
And it knocks the Bills from a 1 seed to a 2 seed. Oh, let's go!
Let's go.
Wow.
Indeed.
I mean, they should be a 7 then because they just beat the Bills. And
Put it up, Doug. Put up a 7.
We're not putting up a 7 yet.
put the Bills down to a 6, bump the Patriots to a 7.
How dare you all in this one? And
I
now,
want my 401k in the god dang New England Patriots.
hey, New England Patriots, and now we got to talk about
Ooh, all right, here we go.
the Chiefies.
Lost
Close in this game by a touchdown. I don't know how. That is the craziest touchdown, I got to say, for Trevor Lawrence.
So what was that? I mean, I didn't really read up. I mean, I saw it live, but isn't a quarterback down when
No, he didn't get touched. So in college,
I know how it works. If you don't get touched, you're not down. But as a quarterback, if you lose, I don't know.
No, he was not touched. So
yeah, you're right. All right, you're right. He was.
Yeah. So in college, if he falls down, that would have been like plays dead. NFL, you got to be touched when you're down.
Oh wow! What a game! What a game!
What a game indeed. That was an incredible
What an
game,
ending!
honestly.
What an ending! Holy moly.
Last week I gave them a 7.
Did we all give 7s, or what do we do here?
You gave Christopher. You gave him a 6, and Douglas gave him a 5.
Yeah,
it was a 6 last week. All right.
They're not in the postseason right now, technically.
And they just lost. Sir, the Chiefs are 2-3. I remember this distinctively. Doug said preseason picks. He's like Chiefs end up 8-9, which that record is looking pretty good right now.
No.
Give me my money. Give me my money.
Feel like there's still potential for the Chiefs because
you give them a 7 to a 5.
Yes, I'll put them down to the 5 because it's a loss. Brandon, I think if they won this game, I'll probably be like 7, and then I'll probably be like 3-2, and then I'll probably be like Chiefs gonna Chief, and then Taylor Swift has a new album, so that means they're gonna get another win for a Super Bowl.
All right, sir. We're not gonna judge Taylor Swift based on the outcome of the Chiefs, but all right. So sir, I gave him a 6 last week.
Yes.
All right, give me a 5. Oh man, 5. If they continue this trend, I mean the way they're playing, I should give them a 4, but I'm not gonna jump them down to 2. That's only safe for the Ravens. But man, right now the Chiefs are not even projected to make the playoffs, wild card or not.
But to be fair, I will say this about the Chiefs. Even though I like the Chiefs, the Chiefies.
Yeah,
the Chiefies losses have been close. This hasn't been like blowouts. If this was like they were getting blown out like the Ravens, yeah, I'd be bumping them down to like 3s and 2s. But look at the last losses. It's all been close games.
A loss though. They're sitting there with a losing record, like a bunch of losers. What a bunch of losers with a losing records do.
Hey, at least there's one. I'm happy about that.
Oh, Stu, tell me more about how good the 2-1 Cowboys are.
We're going to the
we beat the Jets and we beat the Giants. Wow, we beat 2-1.
I don't care.
You guys beat dude, the Cowboys, the 2 teams that they beat are the 2 teams that we gave 1s. Woo!
Super Bowl, baby!
You're right.
That's not mid. I don't know what is.
It's going to be glorious.
Also, who are the Chiefs' 2 wins again? So they beat the now like 2 or 3 level Ravens.
Yes.
And who else did they beat?
And they beat the team that they beat was also
all right. So they beat the Giants and the Giants. They beat the Giants 2-9. And they beat the
don't do the. Oh, they beat the Giants. Woo! Wow,
okay.
They beat.
How dare you?
They also beat the Giants.
And they beat the Ravens. That was the game that Lamar Jackson, unfortunately, an injury is not funny, but That's the game that Lamar Jackson got injured. So Chiefs,
Wow,
Chiefs are chiefing.
man. So they've had 3 losses to good teams, and they beat 2 bad teams. That's not very exciting. That's Cowboys. That's Cowboys level stuff, Stu. That's what I'm hearing.
Ooh,
but you did give him a 5 last week.
I mean, I'm gonna stay with the 5 because I do think like if they lose to the Lions this week, I mean they're going into 4-3 territory. Because I mean they'll be a team that's 2-4, but like they are still technically favored to beat the Lions. So we'll see how Sunday Night Football goes. They're still obviously 3-time Super Bowl champion appearances from the AFC. But it's like I heard on ESPN somebody say this too. It's like the team of the last 3 years would not have lost this game. Like they would not have let Trevor Lawrence get into the end zone. Mahomes would have kicked a field goal and sent it, or Mahomes would have got them in field goal range and like sent it to overtime. Like this team wouldn't have lost this game in years past, but they're losing the games that they're used to winning, and that's the difference.
That's been the heartbreak on this one. I just feel like I mean, it's definitely a team that's gone down, but I'm still like, I gotta wait until it's like over. Until they're eliminated.
Sure, it's over.
It ain't over yet. Come on, it ain't over.
I mean, they have a big game this week. Like if they go to 2-4, it's kind of hard to see them making a run at it. But like, you never know.
You never know if they do beat the Lions. Theoretically,
there's a good chance. I mean, they're literally favored to beat the Lions. That's the thing. Like,
yes.
Ooh, Sunday Night Football. Yeah, I mean, it is in Kansas City.
It's in Kansas City. It's Sunday Night Football. It's like, do the Lions still show up with the? It's like that. I don't know. That'll be a fun game.
I mean, we all gave the Lions an 8. Do the Lions go from an 8 to a 9? Or Lions stay at an 8?
Lions go to a 9. Chiefs go down to a 4. Let's see it.
Because the Chiefs are now.
We'll see how it goes right over there. So,
a lot riding on this game.
I mean, if you had told me at the beginning of the season though that the Lions might have beaten the Chiefs, Ravens, and Cincy in their home buildings by week 6, I would have been like, oh, Super Bowl favorites. And I'm still going to feel that way if we do it.
Yeah, I guess we'll see how it goes right over here. And now we got the Jaguars, who the power of Duval winning a game against the Chiefs. Yes, Duval winning the games. Last week we gave them all 6s. So now I'll go. They're 4-1. Let's put it this way: they are tied with the Colts. They are looking good. Trevor Lawrence is actually looking a lot better. Like, honestly, this is a great comeback. And it's impressive to come from a deficit. As much as I will say this.
What did we get him last week, Stu?
Last week got him 6. To come back from that deficit and come and throw that ball 90 yards where he had to get a touchdown to win that game, to get that touchdown and win that game, and sneak attack and get that. I got to give him but I think for right now, I still got to bump him up to 6 because I don't know if I'm still like – is this team going to win to make it to the win that playoff team? Yeah, but I still feel like this is a really good Jaguars team for right now.
Nice, and I agree with you, Stu. Give them a 6 because I said this. I'm pretty sure on the last 3 podcasts, there's going to be 2 teams from this AFC South, the Colts and the Jaguars. Now, which I still agree with that, but I didn't realize there's going to be 2 teams from the AFC South and only 1 team from the AFC North. So yeah, the Jaguars have way more ability going into the playoffs or making the playoffs. Yeah, 6 for sure.
I think I'm going to bump them to the 7. Woo! Like you're 4-1. Wow. I mean, and their only loss, like they could easily be the only undefeated team in the league right now. Like they had that weird loss to the Bengals that's keeping them away from being undefeated. You beat the Chiefs. Like they've kind of got something grooving right now, and I'm not going to hate on it. They're playing like a 7. You just beat the defending, Super Bowl runners up. Granted, it was a close game, but like I'm digging what I'm seeing down in Duval.
And Duval just won. But anyway, I just realized, gentlemen, that is it for this week's NFL stock options. So we got done with week 5. And now we got to talk about for next week. What do you have any games you're excited for week 6?
Lions, Chiefs, baby.
Cowboys, Panthers. Those both those teams suck.
How dare you? We're not Tank Bowl.
It's in Carolina.
We're not.
I love what Doug's saying. Yeah, Lions Chiefs Sunday Night Football in Kansas City. This might and will determine a lot of where the teams are at.
I honestly am more excited for my second team is 49ers Buccaneers.
Ooh, that's a big time one too. That's nice.
And then aren't you excited for the greatest game? Broncos versus Jets.
Honestly, 2 years ago, that would have been a joke of a game. But yeah, Broncos should eliminate and destroy the Jets.
Jets are going 0-17, baby.
Oh, that game's in London. Another London game? All right. Well, if you're a fantasy owner that has Bo Nix, Sutton, then yeah, that's good. That's a good game to watch. But besides that, sleep in for all of our watchers and viewers.
Yes. So, gentlemen, do you have any final thoughts? I should say.
Those are my final thoughts right there.
Yes. So next week we're going to go down to. So I should say it. Sorry, Douglas. Do you have any final thoughts?
I mean, also the Seahawks versus Jacksonville will be a fun game too. Like that's going to kind of be a big one. If Jacksonville get to 5-1, or maybe Seahawks can bounce back. There's some nice games.
It's going to be nice and games indeed. And now, yeah, that's pretty much it for this week. Next week we're going to go to week number 6, and it's going to be special, gentlemen, because then we're going to talk about the theoretical playoffs in teams that might make it in, and then we get to decide how far these teams are going to go if they make it in the playoffs. So as always, I'm going to catch you later, Mr. Gator. As always, take care. Bye-bye.